I'm Katrina, and this is Sew and Tare.
Welcome to the tasting part of the video. So we have 9 different kinds of fruits. 2 of them are off the same tree. That one we think is off the rootstock, and the other is the grafted part. And here we go. Let me show you what they are. So here are those fruits. And the top ones are all should be pretty good, just general oranges. Bottom ones is lemons, and the middle is kind of the fun stuff. So this first one, this is a Valencia Orange. And I actually don't know if it's actually Valencia because I did let some rootstock go because it was so vigorous and had its flowers, and the Valencia portion that I had before sucked and didn't ever give me fruit. So this is either Valencia or Valencia rootstock. Next one is Trevoya. And all these are kind of in the navel category. And so this is Trevoya. This is Caracara. And this one we've only had fruit once before now. And that was Christmas several years ago. So this is March, and all of the citrus are later now. This one is a Maniola Tangelo. Tangelos tend to have this little knob up here. And this one was, I think it was like $4 or $6 from Grocery Outlet. So that's cool. And this one is a Ginormous Clementine. Clementines are usually a little bigger than this other one over here. But because it didn't have very many fruits this year, I think it just was able to concentrate all of its energy on these. So these, when you pick them, and they're ripe, they kind of rip out right here. If you do that, they need to be eaten pretty close to when you do that, because otherwise it's going to dry it out. If you're picking them for later, this is the type that you're going to have to cut leave a little green there. And these peel really easily. This one is a Page Mandarin, and it's not quite ripe, so I expect it to be a little bit more tart than it would be if it was ripe. But since we're doing this tasting, I figure I might as well include it. This one, some years we've liked it and some years we haven't. So it'll be interesting to see what it is this year. This one is a Meyer Lemon that I bought and planted. So I know this is a Meyer Lemon. Meyer Lemons tend to be sweeter. It is a lemon. It's still sour. But they tend to be sweeter, tend to have a thinner peel. People use the peels for candying and stuff like that. Really good. And these two both came from the same tree. It was on the property when I bought it, and it had a Home Depot tag on it that said dwarf citrus. So we can guess what it is. But it had really, really kind of orange lemons, and this you can see is it's more orange than that. But it had really orange lemons. They were very sweet and thin skinned. And then it also had some thicker skinned, more tart lemons. And so I think what happened is it was probably a Meyer Lemon or an improved Meyer Lemon, which I think this is an improved Meyer Lemon too. And then this is probably rootstock that grew up. Anyway, let's cut into them and we'll show you what we think. This is Valencia. Ooh, that looks dry. We might have to try a different Valencia after this. Ah, it looks dry. I think I picked an old one. Okay, well, we'll try it, and then we'll go try another one probably right after.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I already ate some dry oranges and tangerines from the other day when I brought you one, remember?
Oh, but not from here.
No.
Okay. So this was Valencia. Sad one. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I was getting fruit like that, so that's probably actually Valencia. This one's Trevoya. That one looks nice and juicy. I think last year we had this and it was pretty sour, so hopefully it's not as sour this year. All right, Caracara, everybody's favorite. I don't know if it's everybody's favorite, but it's pretty good. Look at that color. Awesome. Maniola Tangelo. And this one is a little bit hard. It wasn't quite ripe. Look at that. Smells good. Okay. Clementine. Now this, we don't even have to cut. We can just peel. It peels super easy. And I like it just for that. But I like it because they're usually really good anyway. So we will just... feels alright. Alright, so that was Maniola Tangelo. This is our Clementine. Well, we'll just do this. Alright, this is our page Mandarin. And again, this one's not quite ripe. Look at that. Was it last year that this one we really liked? Or the year before?
Don't know.
Alright, so here is our Meyer that I bought as a Meyer Lemon. That has a really thick skin. I wonder if we got the right one. Alright, this is what I believe is the rootstock of a Meyer. This is the improved Meyer over here. I know there is a Meyer, and I don't know when that happened, but yeah. So, again, very thick. Smells like a lemon. Smells good, but very thick rind, skin, whatever it's called. And then this is what I believe is the actual, what's supposed to be on that Meyer lemon tree. Oh, it has a little thinner skin. Yeah, it definitely smells a whole lot sweeter than the other one. But we'll find out. This is our first one. Valencia. It's never been all that great. It's a $100 tree that I got. Don't spend $100 on a citrus tree. It's not worth it. Very dry. This is why I let the rootstock grow on this one. Because this is what we've been getting.
It's like chewing on a,
it's
on
not
a scrubbing sponge.
It's not that bad. I've had drier, but no. So that's why I'm letting it go, the rootstock, and seeing what we actually get. Because you can graft onto things. So like if I don't like that citrus, I can put another citrus on there. Citrus is a little more tricky to graft, and I haven't done that yet. But yeah, so this is Trevoya, which is like a typical, kind of like a typical native orange.
Typical what?
Navel orange. It tastes like orange.
It's good.
A lot better than last year. Last year this was sour.
This is more like it.
Yeah. It's good. Alright, next up is Caracara. Beautiful color.
Doesn't show on the camera.
I know. It's kind of like a little bit of salmon is added to the orange color. It's pretty. Pretty.
Pretty.
More like almost a grapefruit color almost.
Yep.
Oh, very good. I'm glad I let this one hang on for, what, 8 years, I think? So it's like been like 7 or 8 years since this is fruited last. I almost took it out.
It's pretty good. Pretty juicy.
The first year I planted it,
probably didn't have enough water to be juicy.
oh yeah, it did. It didn't have enough water to. It wasn't even flowering. No, it fruited one ginormous fruit on this little tiny tree. The tree was like that tall, and there was like one big fruit. I had to put a brick under it to make sure it didn't like topple the tree. And we ate it on Christmas, and that was several years ago.
Was the Christmas gift?
Good. Next is the Maniola Tangelo. This was also sour last year. We had a lot of sour citrus last year, but hopefully that's not true this year. Now that's sweet. That's very sweet, isn't it, compared to the ones that we just had?
I think it's pretty sour, but it's sweet too.
It does have both, huh? It's both sweet and sour. That's good.
Is this another fruit growing? Or what is that?
So that's the bottom of the peel. I don't know what that is. I've seen it in other fruits. Try it. I think I've eaten it, and it's like a different, more.
Can you try it?
Can I try it? Are you scared?
Yeah.
It tastes kind of like the peel.
I was trying to grow another fruit inside.
Could be. Alright. Next up is our Clementine. And this is always a good standard, but this year it didn't fruit hardly at all. Let me show you what it looks like when we bite into it. It's not as flavorful. I'm surprised, as it usually is. It's good.
Yeah, it's not very tart at all.
This has always been a sweet one. This is always one with tons of seeds, but it's worth it, usually. This is just okay. But there's only like 5 fruits on the whole tree right now.
I think it's pretty sweet.
But not as sweet as most years.
It's not tart, but it is very sweet.
Yeah.
I tasted a little bit only at the beginning.
But it does have seeds. I would say this is not as juicy as most years either. But we did have the water turned off and it hasn't rained much. But it held its own, so. You almost ready?
Yep.
He likes to peel the sections out.
When I can.
You want to show him what it looks like? I'm just gonna actually put it. Good.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yep. All right, next up is the page Mandarin. And we have had this be our favorite, and we have had it be not our favorite before in the past. This is the first year. No, this is the second year. I think it's fruited quite a bit, but it's fruited a lot this year.
Was it small like this before?
Yeah, it's always a small one. This is a little smaller, I think, than before, than the last year. It's a lot of flavor. This one has a much different flavor. What would you say?
It is a little sour, but it's good.
Ready for sour? Then we can go back to sweet.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is our Meyer Lemon. This is improved Meyer.
Improve?
Improved.
How did it improve?
I don't know. It's sour, but it's a sweet lemon for sure. What's that?
Just throwing that away.
Okay. What do you think?
Good.
Now, Meyer Lemons I like to use for making like desserts and things, and then also lemonade. You don't need as much sugar. And then lemon meringue makes really good lemon meringue.
It's pretty good flavor.
Okay. This is what I think is the rootstock of the what I think is a Meyer that was here before I bought the house. I'm expecting this to be more lemony.
Yeah. Even sour.
It is. It's still good. But it's sour.
I think the other one is more sour.
You think so?
Yeah. It's just the other one is a little more sweet, but this one is not.
So you
very
think they
sour.
have the same amount of sourness, but this one doesn't have sweet? Is that what your assessment is?
No, the other one is more sour. The previous one.
But this one is not as sweet as the other one. So the other one has more depth of flavor? Whereas this is just sour?
I think so. This is not as sour.
Anyway. It's not as sour as I thought it was going to be. Maybe I didn't get the rootstock one. Okay. Anybody else eat their lemons like this? Alright, here is what I think is the normal Meyer off of the unknown that I think is a Meyer. If that makes sense.
Feels pretty easy.
More sour? I don't know what's going on with our lemons, but none of them are like hard to eat sour, like usually lemons in the store are. This is the most sour though of all of them.
But it's pretty good. think it's good for lemonades.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite?
Favorite lemon?
No, of all of them.
Mm.
You don't know?
Probably the one that is most salmony.
Yeah, the Caracara. Mm-hmm. I like that one the best too. That one or the Trevoya, I think, this year. I don't know if you guys can even see the salmon color on there.
I think it's probably going to show on TV, not on the camera.
Maybe. See how sweet it is now after having a lemon in your mouth.
Let's see.
Sweeter?
Same sweetness level.
Alright, well we're gonna maybe finish some of these oranges and citrus. Probably won't be finishing the lemons. No? We'll make them into lemonade or lemon water. So, thanks for watching us eat. And realize that your citrus is going to taste different from year to year, and it's good to kind of do a tasting like this because it's fun, number one. Whenever you have a comparable fruit, it's fun to do. And then two, you kind of know what you like, and if it's the same year to year, like like this ridiculous Valencia, it's taking up room in my garden that I can plant something else in. And I know that this is going to be bad. So I'm giving it this year, well, which will go into next year because it takes citrus a long time to become fruit. But I'm letting it, I'm letting the rootstock prove itself to me. And if the rootstock does not prove itself to me, it's going to get replaced or over-grafted onto with something else because it's not worth it.
I think it's waiting for a trend like the peach tree that you said that you're gonna cut it if the tree didn't fruit it, and it fruited the next year a lot. So I think it's probably waiting for that.
Yeah, I should threaten it. Well, I am threatening it. I'm saying you're out of here if you don't give me good fruit.
Out there, not in here.
Okay.
I don't know that we need to film that. Better.
Okay. Have fun with your vitamin C, and I hope you're in a region that you can plant it, and if you're not in a region you can plant it in the ground, remember that you can always put citrus in, well, most citrus you can put in a large container and bring it in and out of your house or in and out of a sheltered area and keep it alive.
Or a greenhouse.
Or a greenhouse, yes. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a great week. So remember, your animals probably aren't going to want the citrus. You're not supposed to feed that to your birds, quail or chicken. I don't think you're supposed to feed it to rabbits. I don't actually remember if you're supposed to or not, but I know that you're not supposed to feed it to your quail, your chickens, or your worms. So what I do is I put these peels right back underneath the trees where they came from, and they compost down pretty quickly and become nutrients for the same tree that they came from. All right, enjoy.